today's modern landscape, progress moves at an ever-increasing pace, with construction cranes piercing the skies. New buildings go up in the blink of an eye, and the need for the infrastructure increases day by day. Power plants and substations, communication towers and masts, these are the lifeblood of our country. And let's not forget our manufacturing industry, which continues to demand ever-increasing production capabilities. And in this fast-moving world, the steel fabricator finds himself having to adapt to meet the ever-increasing challenges. Steel fabricators throughout the world are in a continual chase to reduce their man-hours per ton and yet still produce and deliver their fabricated steel to site faster than ever before. And at the same time, they face their daily struggles of getting their detailed drawings done on time, of finding skilled labor, and dealing with wild fluctuations in the price of steel. CNC machines such as beam lines, angle lines, and plate burning tables have done much to reduce unnecessary man-hours, but one of the most time-consuming and labor-intensive jobs that still remains is that of laying out and burning copes. But now at last, Ocean Machinery, a distributor of all manner of structural steel fabricating machinery, is proud to announce the Ocean Liberator, the very latest and most affordable beam coping solution for the steel fabricator.
Hi, my name is Hunter Fry, and I'm the president of Ocean Machinery. I'd like to introduce to you the newest version of the Ocean Liberator, built exclusively for us in the USA by Peddinghaus, the most well-known and respected name in steel fabricating machinery.
We not only have many successful installations in small to medium fabricators, but we also have highly productive installations in several of the largest and most respected names in steel fabricating in the USA. The Ocean Liberator is a unique and robust machine, combining a relatively simple mechanical operation with a sophisticated and versatile software package. This machine will not only cope, but will also cut to length all profiles including beams, tubes, channel, angle, and plate. This range of profiles and the complexity of the cuts the machine can process makes it suitable for all steel fabricators. The Ocean Liberator is able to perform all simple and complex copes and cuts, including cut to length, miter cuts, slots, fillets, end copes, blocked ends, rat holes and moment connections, mechanical cutouts, dog bones, flange thinning and stripping, and more. It will also do beveling for weld preparation and moment connections, and even does double compound miter cuts. The standard machine is supplied with a rigid heavy-duty welded frame that supports the overhead moving gantry and accommodates profiles up to 48-inch in width and 28-inch in height. The cutting envelope allows for copes up to 44 inches in length without repositioning the material. The Ocean Liberator has the versatility to process many different steel profiles. With this machine, all sizes of equal and unequal leg angle can be cut and beveled. Knife plate slots are easy to program and cut, as are slots in tubes. The operator can choose a lead out to ensure that the cut is not affected by the torch piercing. Channels of all sizes are simple to process. Stair stringer cutouts and notches are simple to produce. The Liberator uses all commercially available industrial gases, including propane, acetylene, propylene, MAP, and natural gas. Each day before starting to cope, the operator sets the fuel and oxygen flow rates on their respective regulators. The torch flame is adjusted at the torch head with standard gas control valves. Operators familiar with flame cutting will quickly achieve the required flame cutting jet stream. Flame cutting requires a careful balance of fuel, cutting oxygen flow, preheat flame, and cutting speed. These in turn depend on the design and the quality of the cutting tips and your choice of fuel gas. Human experience and judgment will always be needed. For most coping and cutting, small adjustments in flow rate will suffice. For really large jumps in material thickness, the torch tip must be changed. Torch tip changes are simple and fast. Once the material to be coped has been loaded on the powered roller conveyors, The operator jogs the steel forward so that the steel is in the cutting window. Based on the size of the profile to be coped, he manually inserts a retaining pin to locate the clamp, and then activates the pneumatic clamp to securely lock the profile in place against the datum line. Once the material is securely clamped in place, the operator uses the Siemens mobile pendant to move the cutting torch to the start of the cut. A standard laser beam assists the operator in locating the end of the beam. The operator selects the piece mark to be cut and hits the cut button to automatically ignite the torch and begin the cutting process. The torch moves into the correct position and starts the preheat process. The operator observes the torch and watches the preheat. Once the operator is satisfied that the preheat is complete, he hits the cycle start button. This starts the flow of oxygen, and the torch starts to follow the pre-programmed cutting path. The operator has manual override to adjust the cutting speed. With the correct gas adjustment and tip clearance, the kerf produced by the cutting torch is uniform and clean, and requires very little grinding, if any. The Liberator has 5 axes of independent motion. Positioning in both the X and Y axes are accomplished by an exceptionally accurate overhead rack and pinion drive and measuring system. Torch height is also controlled by a third rack and pinion measuring system. The W and V rotation axes are controlled by direct gear drives. All axes are positive engagement systems that completely eliminate any slippage and ensure precise positioning and cutting. The closed loop system ensures continuous error correction and accurate positioning every time. Accuracy in all directions are within 1/32 of an inch, ensuring fast and reliable on-site erection of your fabricated structures. The CNC control can be programmed manually at the machine keyboard or remotely by downloading from a CAD program in the design office. Manual programming of the machine is simple and fast, even to operators with limited computer experience, thanks to the intuitive process and reassuring graphic display. Operators that have experience with other Ocean or Peddinghaus CNC products will find the PediMat interface to be familiar and reassuring. The operator can quickly zoom to any area on the part to check the relationship of the copes to the edges and drilled holes. The machine can be programmed in both metric and imperial. It comes with all worldwide standard material profiles and shapes preloaded in the shape library. These are easily selected from the drop-down menu. Standard shortcuts are built into the software, greatly speeding up the programming process. All commonly used gauges and pitches are stored in the library, as are all standard cuts and copes. These can also be customized as needed. The Ocean Liberator is compatible with any DSTV compliant detailing software and will import projects detailed in CAD directly into the machine for processing, greatly reducing any chance of operator error. Projects detailed in CAD are easily imported via a network cable. Alternatively, files can be uploaded via a USB jump drive.
Just making it here on the computer, DSTV file, send it out to the Liberator. Liberator gets it, cuts it, and we're done. With all the Ocean machines we have now, we can pretty much start at one end and end with the Liberator and be done with just about any beam for any job, minus any welding we have to do.
The Ocean Liberator can be installed and operational in your plant in less than 10 days after delivery. Ocean Machinery can provide quotations for both simple in-feed and out-feed powered roller conveyors, as well as for more complex cross-transfer integrated systems. Our intensive 7-day operator training program takes place in your plant. We will train your operators while we actually cope your production projects, ensuring profitable and seamless transition to automated CNC beam coping. Where possible, we always encourage operators to obtain machine training and certification at the Peddinghaus Operator Training Facility in Bradley, Illinois. Operators without any prior computer experience have been trained to effectively operate this machine. It is important for the fabricator to understand that with all coping machines, a good quality operator is the key ingredient in the productivity of the machine. as the flame cutting expertise is as much of an art as it is a science. The Ocean Liberator is not a fully automatic machine. It is a semi-automatic machine and requires close observation and input from the operator during the cutting process to adjust for mill tolerances in the steel. Taking the time to invest in your operator's training will reward the new owner. Operators with good flame cutting experience and only a basic familiarity with the computer keyboard can quickly be trained to be highly productive machine operators.
It's easy to use. It's made my job easier and quicker. I love this machine. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
After-sales service and support is handled directly through Pettinghouse, whose personnel have over 30 years of experience in servicing CNC beam coping machines. This machine utilizes American-made components and parts are shipped directly from the Pettinghouse plant in Bradley, Illinois. As you can see, the new Ocean Liberator beam coping machine represents the latest developments in CNC control and provides the highest levels of productivity and accuracy for the steel fabricator. For more information on the Liberator or any other of our fine CNC fabricating machinery, please call Ocean Machinery toll-free today at 1-800-286-3624. A complete overview of the features of the Ocean Liberator is available online at www.oceanliberator.com. Please note that we have flexible finance and lease programs for customers with approved credit. Leasing approval normally takes less than 48 hours. You can view our full range of steel fabricating machinery on our comprehensive website, www.oceanmachinery.com.